Left arm. Here you go. Hurry up, Heather. I gotta meet Marvin. I can't believe you're going to the homecoming dance with him. He's a little nerdy, isn't he? He's not nerdy. He's just smart. He's got dandruff in his eyebrows. That's eczema. And besides, you're just cranky because you don't have a date. Didn't anyone ask you? Well, sure. I mean, there was interest. Okay, so I'm going through a dry spell. Where's the head? Down at the end of the hall next to the water fountain. The head of the statue? Oh. Well, if you ask me, Heather, you're much too choosy. Maybe. But I'm still young enough to believe there's a Mr. Right. Sure, like he's gonna walk right up to you and say, hi.
Hi. Looks like you lost your head.
Like my psychology professor was saying, one of the reasons Carl Jung split with Sigmund Freud was over their different theories of dream interpretation.
Hey, Kev, all I asked you was, what does it mean if I dream of dancing naked with Pee Wee Herman?
Wesley, you weasel! Turn that thing off!
But I'm trying to shoot a video for school.
Not while I'm taking my bath!
What do you know? They raised the Titanic.
But Mr. Belvedere, you're my favorite subject.
Then you should try and capture me at my best.
You couldn't capture that with a harpoon.
Hey, I've got a great idea. How about a Mr. Belvedere housekeeping video? We can show how you cook and clean and unplug the John and everything.
I have honed my skills for decades. I will not have them trivialized.
But this is just what the public is crying for.
If the public is crying, it's because you're on the loose.
Streaks on the china, never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
So anyway, I've got my choices narrowed down to Harvard, Stanford, and Michigan. What about you?
Well, I know I could get into Valley Junior College. My dad once saved the dean's life or something.
Big Dad's sports reports are terrific. I'd like to meet him sometime.
You probably will. When it comes to guys, he has this weird kind of radar. Dad, this is Keith, who was helping me put decorations up for the homecoming dance.
Oh, yeah.
Heather, why don't you invite your friend in?
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
If I blew this chance to meet George Owens, I'd never forgive myself. You know, I read your sports column for years. I used to clip it for my scrapbook.
Sure.
And doffing his cap, Willie Stargell rode off into our memories. No one had to ask, who was that masked man? For we all knew he was the soul of Pittsburgh.
I wrote that 10 years ago. Stargell sent me roses.
Keith, this is my mom.
Hello.
Right, you're the attorney. Heather has told me all about you. Between you and me, she's real proud of you.
Keith.
I didn't mean to embarrass you.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, look, I have to run. Football practice.
Wait a second. You're not Keith Elliott, are you?
Uh-huh.
The all-state wide receiver?
Well, that was last year. This year I'm taking a couple of college courses, and it cuts into my practice time.
Oh.
Well, it was nice meeting you both.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you walk Keith to his car. Go ahead.
I think my father likes you.
How could you tell? Listen, Heather, do you have a date for the homecoming dance?
What? I mean, aren't you going with a cheerleader or something?
I was, but we just broke up. Why don't you think it over?
I will. I mean, I will go to the dance with you. Oh, God.
Great. I'll call you later.
I'm Inga, your favorite Swedish maid. Good morning. Today, I'd like to show off my very wonderful Swedish meatballs. Don't they make your mouth water? All of our ingredients we get fresh from the farm, like the tomato, onion, eggs, and of course the cow, which is where the egg comes from.
What is this madness?
Cut. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How do you like my housekeeping video?
This is degrading to women, Swedes, blondes, domestics, and several members of the animal kingdom.
Yeah, that's why it's going to make me rich.
Wesley, I'm shocked that even you could sink to such depths.
Well, you wouldn't be in my video, so I had to do the next best thing.
Yeah?
Very well, Wesley. I'll be in your grubby little video.
And action.
Hello.
Cut. He's up on the smile. We're not trying to sell denture cream. And action.
Hello. This is Mr. Belvedere. Here to show you the way to get rid of those irritating stains upon your breadboard. It is easy, the Belvedere way. Simply measure 1 part of baking soda.
Cut.
What now?
Snore City. Can't you jazz it up a little?
What do you want me to do, drop my pants?
It's worth a try.
This is insupportable.
Okay, I take it back. You can be as boring as you want.
Oh, no, Wesley, I wouldn't dream of it.
Huh?
If it's show business you want, it's show business you'll get.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Kev, what are you doing here on a Friday night?
Is there anything wrong with me wanting to spend some quality time with my family?
Struck out again, huh?
You must either be Keith or a singing telegram.
Mr. Belvedere, right?
The last I heard.
Great to meet you. I'm here to pick up Heather for the dance.
Hey, come on in, fella.
Good to see you again, Mr. Owens.
Call me George. George! I'd like you to meet Heather's brother,
Kevin.
Keith here is all-state in 3 sports. Got 1,500 on his SATs.
Oh, come on. I'm sure Kevin did a lot in high school, too.
I was lunchroom monitor for 3 years.
Heather! Don't want to keep your date waiting.
We're coming.
There she is. Miss America.
Dad. Don't mind him, Keith.
Heather, you look beautiful. This flower doesn't do you justice.
Oh, thank you.
That must be Norman Rockwell.
Help! What's the matter, Ange? Marvin is in the hospital. He was blowing up a balloon and he hiccuped and swallowed it. Now I don't have anywhere to take him to the dance.
Oh, don't despair. I know someone who's free.
That's very sweet, Mr. Billy Goat. But they'd probably think you were my grandfather or something.
Not me, you ninny. I was thinking of Kevin.
What?
Oh, gee, Kevin, would you? I'd be really, really grateful.
Look, I don't have a tux or anything.
Hey, don't worry, pal. I got something you can wear.
certainly dress the hell funny around here.
Hey, look, my father wore this at his wedding, all right? This was a last-minute thing, okay?
So you having a good time?
I've had migraines that were more fun.
Your perfume smells nice.
Oh, thanks. My dad had it flown in from Paris.
Well, I'm sure glad you didn't have a date.
For once in my life, so am I.
Where are we going?
They're gonna announce the king and queen!
Oh, good. Does this mean it's almost over?
Come on, Kevin, you look adorable.
I look like the Maharishi of Pittsburgh.
Thank you, gods and goddesses. On behalf of the happy guys of Beaver Falls, who sponsored this year's homecoming jamboree and tire sale, I am proud to announce this year's homecoming queen and king. May I have the envelopes, please?
I really hate this a lot.
Van Buren's homecoming queen is... Oh, I can't wait. Angela Shostakovich. She'll be escorted to the stage by her colorful escort, Kevin Owens.
Oh, no. I'm not going up.
That's a good sport.
I bet I know who the king will be.
And Van Buren's homecoming king is Keith Elliott. And he leads to the stage his lovely consort, Heather Owens. Let's hear it for our royalty.
I've never been up here before. The view is really beautiful.
Sure is.
Why are you in such a rush to leave the dance early?
I was tired of sharing you with the crowd. I wanted to have you all to myself.
Really?
You know, if I had my way, I'd have named you my queen.
Keith, that's a little out of bounds.
I like you, Heather.
Well, I like you too, Keith. But I just met you.
You feel something for me, you know it.
Keith, I don't want to.
You just need to relax.
No, you need to cut it out. Stop it. I said no. No.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kev.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, honey, we saw your picture in the paper.
Huh?
Yeah, the homecoming dance. Look, a great big picture of the four of you.
Oh, boy. Maybe if I hurry, I can buy up the rest of the copies.
Hey, kitten. You see this? Looks like you guys had the time of your lives.
Uh-huh.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, George, she's still in a swoon over last night.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. How long can it take to get ready for a dumb dusting lesson? Mr. Belvedere, what have you done?
I have decided to take your advice about jazzing up our little production. After all, if I am going to be a star, I should look like a star.
Yeah, but why Dracula?
Quite well. If I am to dust, where is my feather duster? Quickly, where are the props?
Right here. Okay, can we just get started? Here we go, and action.
Dust, you say? In the words of the immortal bard, whether 'tis nobler to dust the mantle or wipe it with a polished cloth. Aye, there's the rub. What are you doing?
Calling the guys in the white jackets.
Hello, Heather.
Hi.
You're missing Keith's football game.
I hate football.
There's hope for this family yet.
Mr. Belvedere, I think I'd rather be alone.
Is everything all right between you and Keith?
Fine.
You haven't taken his phone calls for a week.
I'm playing hard to get.
Oh, I see. Oh, by the way, I found something belonging to you. It was stuffed in a trunk in the attic under some of your old Cabbage Patch dolls.
I didn't want it anymore.
There's a large rip in it. How did it happen?
Keith tore it.
How?
He tried to rape me.
What? Why didn't you say something?
I don't know. Probably because it was my own stupid fault. I mean, I take a bath in perfume. I practically pour myself into this dress. And then I leave early with the jerk. Just so we could go park up on Makeout Mountain.
That entitles him to assault you?
He thought so.
Oh, Heather. You must tell your parents.
I'm afraid to. They never believe me. They think their precious Keith can do no wrong.
Well, perhaps you should give them a try.
Hey, we're back.
And the sooner the better. Come on.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Mom. Mom,
Oh, Heather, you should have seen Keith today.
Look, there's something that I need.
He scored 3 touchdowns, 1 on a punt return. I mean, this kid could go all the way to the NFL.
Speaking of going all the way, there's
Oh, you know, we spoke to Keith after the game. He was so disappointed you weren't there to cheer him on.
Yeah, kitten. You ought to show some interest. I mean, guys like him don't grow on trees.
No. They swing on them.
Hi, Mr. Owens. George.
Hey, come on in, buddy.
Hey, it's nice of you to invite me over to see your sports collection.
It's a pleasure. Nobody else in this family appreciates it.
Wow. A football signed by Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, he threw it at my head once when I called him Baldy.
Keith.
Hi, Heather.
What's he doing here?
I invited him. Why don't you sit down and join us, honey?
Oh, no, thank you.
Hey, come on, Heather. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hey, what's going on with you two?
Oh, Heather, I managed to repair your dress. Look, you'd never know there'd been a huge rip down the front.
What happened to your dress, honey?
Why don't you ask Keith?
What's he talking about?
Beats me.
You liar! You jumped on me and tried to rip my dress off.
Hey, lighten up. The dress ripped while we were messing around a little.
Messing around? Is that what you call trying to rape me?
What? I can't believe she's saying this.
I screamed at him to stop, but he wouldn't.
Hey, girls never mean stop when they say to. You know that.
Sure. Sure. Listen, kitten, would you excuse us 2 jocks for a minute? We need to have a little mano-a-mano time.
Ow.
You got it.
Look, Mr. Owens.
Shut up. Listen, the only reason you're still living is because you're not worth breaking an autograph bat over.
Yes, sir.
Girls never mean stop when they say to. Who taught you that, Freddy Krueger?
I'm sorry.
Sorry won't cover this one. Listen, cleats for brains. No means no. You got it?
Got it.
It's guys like you that give athletes a bad name. It's guys like you that give guys a bad name.
Can I go now?
Get out of here. See you around my daughter or anyone else's. You'll be running pass patterns in a body cast. Well, honey, why'd you wait so long to tell us?
I don't know. I was ashamed. I thought it was my fault.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
Thanks, Mom.
Heather, we're your parents, and you can come to us with anything.
Yeah, even if it seems like we're too old and dumb to understand.
So are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Hey, Kitten, another thing I don't get. I mean, Keith's a pretty big guy. How'd you get away from him anyway?
Well, Dad, I did what you always taught me to do. I kicked him where it would hurt most.
Ooh, hey, that's my girl. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of my Mr. Belvedere video.
Prepare to see genius at work.
My thoughts exactly.
I'm Mr. Belvedere, here to show you how to get rid of those irritating stains on your breadboard. It's easy the Belvedere way. Simply measure.
But there are two in Belvedere's. One is a dedicated, sensitive housekeeper. The other is the housekeeper from hell. Who is he? What is he? Why is he here? Let's learn more about this larger-than-life housekeeper. Mr. Belvedere comes from an old, distinguished family. After spending several years in the armed forces, Mr. Belvedere made his triumphant entrance onto the North American continent. Mr. Belvedere is the perfect housekeeper. He tends gardens. He unplugs stopped toilets. And Mr. Belvedere makes friends wherever he goes. A hard worker, Mr. Belvedere cherishes his quiet, private moments. He's a great little dancer. And he's no slouch as a singer. But as talented as Mr. Belvedere is, he's decided not to do any more videos. Well, Mr. Belvedere, what'd you think?
Not enough close-ups.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
With the help of her family, Heather is turning a bad experience into one of personal growth. As for Keith, I think he'll be out of circulation for a while. It seems a little birdie told his parents about his recent exploits. I wonder who that could be. Meanwhile, I've abandoned my quest for stardom. I suppose I was a bit dazzled by the thought of my name and lights. Come in.
Mr. Belvedere, could you turn this thing off? It's keeping me awake.
Show business is my life.